Welcome back, everybody. Let's get started on the back nine of the Raymore Rumble, round one. Isaac goes into the back nine with a pretty good lead, 5 over second place. Hole 10, straight out of the woods, we have a cart path on the left side, a jogging trail, I should say, and that is out of bounds, anything to the left of it. Matt is not happy with that one. He flipped it, and it did not come back in. David made it go right, but it looks like it's short and in the brush on the right side. And Aaron's is looking really good. There's some brush on the right side that it opens up. There's another set of brush that you have to clear to get to the green and have a look at bird. Bowen's line looked pretty good. Let's see if it was long enough. Matt throwing 3 after going out of bounds. And that is a really good approach. Bowen just shy of the green, didn't quite reach it. So now he has to rely on patent pending approach. And he does a good job with that. David has no problems getting out of there. And this is Isaac back there. You can't see him. You'll see the disc fly out. He went long. And the best drive of the group belongs to Aaron. He does have that one tree in the way. Excellent putt. Everybody else will tap in for their 3. Aaron carting the only bird in the group. Matt did go out of bounds, so this will be a bogey 4. Hole 11, again out of the woods and back into the woods. It is pretty short hole. It's just a right hand, backhand, something stable. No real trouble with out of bounds. There is a creek in the woods, but that is casual. Isaacs went way short, and David did the opposite. He went a little long, but he's on the green looking good. Bowen looks to be about pin high. Didn't quite get inside the gap though. And that one looks to be early like Isaac's. This is one of those holes you want to birdie. It's not the easiest birdie, but it's very, very gettable. David did go quite long. Longer than Isaac was short, and Isaac doesn't have a very good look here. He really just didn't have much.
nice to have his foot behind it.
And so here we have the creek is not out of bounds. It's just casual.
What about the other foot? And what about putting the wood in the water?
You're just trying to figure out his lie, where he's going to stand. So he went straight back away from the basket to get his relief. And tries to save his par, but does not. He had gone long, and then his upshot ran just a little long. Bowen taps out for his 3. And everybody's walking off this green disappointed. This is one that before the round, you chalk this one up. You have to get it. Hole 12 is one of the par 4s on the course. Isaac lets a big hyzer rip. He is well up the fairway. Now you can see those 2 trees that were cut down right there. That was done right before the event, and it really makes this hole a lot more fair. David goes for the flex route and doesn't quite get all of it, but he is safely up the fairway. Or the one on the left, I should say. And oh man, in the middle. He is not in a good spot. He's looking at a 5 at best. Matt looks to be aiming at the gap on the right, which is, I believe, the best route to take if you're a right-hand, backhand player. The green is just out of reach. It's a huge rip. It's over 450 feet long. No chance at deuce unless you are the top 1% arms in the game. And Aaron plays it pretty safely up there. That is where Bowen landed now again. That is casual creek. He pitched out to here. That's all he had. He's not taking his time. He just wants to get this hole over and done with. He is throwing his 4th shot right here. Now, there is a right to left tailwind. Look at the willow in the background. It's blowing really hard, making this right-hand backhand hyzer shot a very touchy one. And there you go. That's the issue right there. You put too much on it, and it is going to sail on you. David is going to try the same type of shot. He plays it way wide. Aaron didn't get over it. Saws it off early. Isaac leaves it short. See, he's probably looking at what everybody else did and just took too much off of it. Matt was almost in that house's yard. Pretty good approach. Still has some work left. Boom. So now David's looked like it was going to be pretty close, but again, that wind just really made him sail away. And he is short on his long putt. Took us a while to find Isaac's disc there. All 4 of us, over a minute to find it. And he is disappointed with that. Doesn't draw metal. And we'll be tapping in here for his par 4. So does Isaac. So I know they're disappointed they didn't get their birdie, but they still got par, which is what Matt needs here to save his par. That does not go in. So he'll be tapping in for his 5. Bowen putts for a 6. He gets the double bogey on the hole. He is ready to move on. David gets his par. Okay, hole 13. Moving on from that par 4, we have a pretty easy par 3, 250 feet. We have 2 ways to approach the basket. 1, straight on where you can see the gap, and 2, what I consider the easiest way in, which is what Isaac attempted to do there. He fell a little short of the gap, but that forehand entry on the left side is there. David going for a hyzer, and that did not work. It could have been worse. He's looking at the basket from there. Aaron trying to go left gap. Gets the lucky tree. He is looking at a deuce. Sometimes trees help. That's that stable mid-range that Matt likes, and he threw it very well. He is on the green looking at a deuce. Really good shot by Matt. Bowen's going forehand here, and he sawed it off. That is not a friendly spot where he landed. Looks like he's lining up a forehand. And he gunned it. He was really going for it. Sails past the basket. And it's a good thing that creek is not out of bounds. Now David lining up his birdie putt. He hits the branch, but that was going way long. That was a good branch to hit for David. He was going to have a long comeback for his par had not done that. Now Isaac here in trouble. Didn't get all the way around the bush. He's got the disc upside down, looking like he wants to slide it up to the basket, and he hits that tree. He's got some work left. Now facing a nice little headwind, Aaron to get the birdie, does not make it, leaves it low. He will settle for a par. Now this is where his flick up. Bowen's got a long comeback to try and save his par. He tickles chains, but he's going to have to work for that 4 now. Matt Crowe, straddle putt, 25 feet, in the basket for a deuce. Looks like it's our only 2 for the group on this hole. Isaac just puts it a little high, and he will be working to save his bogey. And he does save his bogey. Well done. David will tap out for his par. So will Aaron and Bowen with his attempt for a bogey save. And he does just that. Overall, everybody's pretty disappointed except for Matt Crowe. He was the only birdie on a must birdie hole. Now we go to hole 14, 240 feet. Very wooded hole, very difficult. Out of bounds danger on the left side. On the left side of the bushes, you can't see it. There's that jogging path again. If you're on it or across, you are out of bounds. Matt hit early. And David throws the sidearm down the left side. The left side is the most open of the routes. The course designer wants to open up a right route. He's going to take his time in doing that. Let the course come to him. But there are still too many trees on this hole to really, for it to be really fair. It's very difficult. Isaac lets it go early, and he is in trouble on the left. Bowen hits the turnover, and it is flexing back. That is a great drive for Bowen. Making it all the way down the fairway. Treacherous fairway. This is all Matt really has is a forehand roller, and well, he's 3/4 of the way up the fairway after his second shot. Isaac facing the same situation. He doesn't have much. You can try that forehand, curl it up to the left. And apparently it bounced. Did not allow it to stand up and turn left like you wanted it to. Aaron with a great run. Just past the basket, skips long. That was looking so good. I don't know what it caught over there on the left side. That was a very good shot by Matt. Isaac is just going to take his medicine, get up and down for his bogey. And Matt for a bogey from about 45 feet. Just short. Hits the face mask. Oh, not David's best effort. Bowen, he won the CTP on this hole. And he makes the deuce. Good job, Bowen. That's a way to get back after carding a double bogey and a bogey on the previous holes. Matt taps in for his 5 double bogey. Isaac for a bogey. And Bowen gained 2 strokes on everybody except for David, who got his par. We go to the second par 4 of the course, 460 feet long. This one is a tough hole. Bowen pulls it right. If you see the sunshine all the way at the back, that's where you want to end up. And the basket is to the left out in the opening, another 60 feet. Great kick for David. The danger on this hole is finishing left. You don't want to finish to the left. They really have just no play, and it's very thick. You want to, if you're going to bail anywhere, it should be to the right. It's more open, more forgiving. Just 5 degrees off course. That was looking really good. He's caught on the right side. Matt pulls it right also. Nobody's really finding the fairway on this one. David did kick out, so he has a play. And that was an early release. Aaron had a little something, but being a forehand player, just couldn't quite get it to where he needed to. He should be able to see the basket from where he is. Bowen looks to be playing it out to the left. And that is on the jogging trail. That is out of bounds. So you can kick out to the left and play. It's wide open out there. The risk is doing what Bowen just did there, going out of bounds. And after taking his meter, just gives himself a chance now, but he is hurting again on this hole. David didn't quite get out on that one. Now, Matt's got a pretty simple hyzer. There is OB long over there on that line of small trees. You go past that on the right and you're out of bounds, and then you have the jogging trail which curves left, and he'll be fine there. Testing the backhand is Aaron, and he walked away saying he should have flicked it. I'm not so sure about that. He just didn't execute his backhand properly. Isaac was in serious trouble over there. Gets out, and he'll be facing a putt to save bogey. It's a very long putt, left to right wind. Just got to get it higher than that. The wind's not going to give it any help.
Come on. Yeah.
And Isaac continues his excellent putting. He cards par. That is a 4, saving par. Well done, Isaac. Well, Aaron's putting woes continue. David with a bogey 5. tap in for his bogey 5. A little more than a tap in. He's about 12 feet away. Not exactly a gimme. And Bowen unfortunately cards a 6. His second 6 of the round, second 6 in the back 9. Hole 16 has out of bounds on the left side, the jogging path, and then the tall grass is also out of bounds. Look at the wind work that disc. He is out of bounds anyway. Tough break. All this high stuff on the right side is all out of bounds. David is braving it, but he flipped it. He is going way long, way right. Out of danger though. Aaron, too much power on the forehand. That's the right shot for the hole, but he overpowered it. There is a headwind out there, and he is out of bounds. Matt tries to get it over, but he starts that one out too far left, and he is out of bounds as well. This hole is eating him up. Bowen, good angle. It needs to sit down.
Probably still long in OB. Got the flag. Probably still OB.
Isaac sitting 3. Begging for it to get down. Aaron's third shot. That is way up in the air. That's trouble. I think he got very fortunate. The wind could have easily pushed that out of bounds left. The wind just holds that disc in the air. This is David's second shot. And not what he wanted. So Bowen landed in bounds, just barely, but he is safe, and he is putting for a birdie here. Excellent putt. Bowen continues his roller coaster of a back 9. 6-4, 2, 6, 2. Just left of center. Puts it too high up in the air, and he's gonna settle for a 5. David taps in his 3. Isaac will tap in his 5, and just like that, David has caught up 2 strokes on Isaac, and it's getting close. David is early left. Now that jogging path acts like a river. You are not out of bounds on the right. And that is way left. We got that right to left headwind coming in. And that is early left. That is such a tough hole for a right-hand, forehand player. The way the wind is coming in. Matt's got a good-looking shot here. It is on the green. Excellent. Aaron's second shot is safe, but he is well past the opening to the green. And here we have Isaac. His win in early left, and he is down by the creek, which is not out of bounds, with not too good of a look. He just pitches up. He's going to get his 3 and walk away. So I missed Aaron's third shot. Didn't do much. Got him to where he is there, and he's just pitching up. Matt hits the small sapling. And David landed right by Matt. Also just pitching up. Got that right to left wind. They don't want it to sail past and go long. Just a little high for Aaron. And Bowen for his par putt. Left side of the basket again with a bogey. Roller coaster does not stop yet. So Aaron finishes with a 6 on the hole. Isaac taps in for his par. David gets his par. And Matt unfortunately gets a bogey. That's been a tough stretch the last 4 holes for Matt. 5-5, 5-4. Hole 18, last hole. It's short, but it's very tucked in. Blind off the tee. Not an easy... The shot is, to me, a high hyzer that threads his way through the trees. Kind of like that one, but that one went way long on Isaac. Got to be really close to the tree line. That's more like it. And see, even though that was a really good shot, there's so many trees to block it. Bowen did what he was supposed to do on that hole. That was a good shot. Matt's got another good looking one. And he gets blocked as well. Forehand shot. And he's got it to the mouth. Matt pitches up. Isaac with a long putt for deuce. I think he was just pitching that up. Aaron was going for it though. He wanted to finish on a good note, just left it a little low. Bowen with probably the best look at bird out of the group. Nope, David is right there as well. Bowen sails it past the basket. He is playing very aggressively. David. Just kind of lobbed it up there. Didn't give him much of a chance. Not the round Bowen was planning on. He started out very well, and the back nine did a number on him.
All the fans at home, it's windy.
It was very windy. That wind was howling through the woods. It gave no protection whatsoever.
That's it. We done.
That wraps it up. Thank you for joining us on the first round of the Raymore Rumble 2017. Isaac finishes his round 53. David is in second place with a 57 after a slow start. Let's see what the second round has to offer.